My name is Avery Pennington, and today I am demonstrating how to make a pot of coffee. So I have a Mr. Coffee pot maker, and I like these just because you can determine like how dark you want it just by how much coffee you put in. So I use Folgers medium roast just because it doesn't taste burnt to me like the medium dark or the dark silk do. And then these are just regular coffee filters. They're pretty thin. I think you just have to put one. I don't think you have to put more than one in there. And then I also use any kind of Office Mate creamer, but I was just feeling vanilla caramel today. So first thing that you do is you plug in your coffee maker right here, and then you fill the coffee pot up with water. So if you want to make 6 cups of coffee, you would fill water up to the 6, and then you would pour the water back here in the very, very back of the coffee pot. And then you grab a coffee filter, and like I said, one is plenty to grab and put in there. So then with measuring out how much coffee grounds you want, I do, for every 6 cups of coffee, I do 1 tablespoon of coffee grounds. So if you like your coffee a little bit lighter, you can use less than 1 tablespoon. Or if you like your coffee a little bit darker, you can use more than 1 tablespoon. So but if you're making a full cup of coffee, you'd obviously want to use more than 1 tablespoon. So that way you get the full coffee flavor. So then once you put your filter paper in here and you add the coffee into the filter paper, you just close the lid and you just turn the button on, and it takes about 60 to 90 seconds to start brewing, and then depending on how much coffee, you can just estimate around how much time it will take to be done. So if you've ever wondered where the term "a cup of joe" came from, there was a secretary in the Navy in 1913, and on his Navy ships he banned alcohol. Nobody could drink alcohol, and so everyone started drinking coffee. Well, all of the crew members associated a cup of coffee with being a common man's drink, and they associated Joseph Daniels, the secretary, with being a common man, and so they started calling a cup of coffee a cup of joe. And there are many different types of coffee. Like you can have hot coffee, you can have cold coffee. If you liked frappuccinos, there's those, there's cappuccinos, there's just regular frappes, there's all different kinds of stuff. You can have decaf, you can have regular, and so the medical journal in 2014 estimated that there is around 65% of Americans drink coffee in the mornings. So with that being said, when your coffee is done, what you can do is you can pour it into any kind of coffee safe cup, I guess. And I just kind of eyeball how much creamer you put in. And I like my coffee pretty brown, light brown. And you just stir that up. And then I like sweet and low in mine just because I think it tastes sweeter. And then you just pour that in there and stir it and let it sit because it's going to be pretty hot. And so then you just enjoy your coffee. So today I demonstrated how to make a pot of coffee using my Mr. Coffee maker and using coffee creamer, filter paper, coffee grounds, and sugar.